Hey Pisces, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm doing your love reading for the next 2 weeks, so let's get straight into it. So on your side, we have your feelings as higher power. And it says here, it's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power, called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your number one priority. The appearance of this card also indicates that there's a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. So you basically are feeling a very intense connection with someone because it's probably that this is a soulmate of some sorts or just a very spiritual connection. But also I do see you needing to kind of connect with your higher self as well, or God, or whoever it is, and kind of trust the process a bit as well. Then we have by the book. So it says here, at this time you can expect a return on your investment. Oh, sorry, I'm reading the wrong message. So it says here, getting along with others entails understanding and respecting who they who they have become as a result of their environment, culture, or experience. Find the middle ground that allows the relationship to flourish while honoring the individuality of the other person. Play things by the book instead of trying to break the rules or pressure others to conform to the way that you want to do them. Your connection will deepen as a result. So I do feel like maybe your person has been kind of pressuring you in some sort of way. Maybe that they see the relationship or how things are meant to be in this specific form, and they are kind of, maybe traditional even. And you're more kind of, spiritual and, seeing where things go and that type of thing, but feeling like this is a spiritual connection. So the situation between the two of you, we have a full moon in Cancer, so a personal issue reaches resolution. So it says here, things are likely to get very heated as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign. So there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your question. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There are some very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move towards your goals or dreams. This card indicates an especially feminine time. It also heralds at the time to deal with any family issues coming up. Nothing to worry about, it signals a challenge is now coming to an end. The card also suggests that both a domestic matter or private issue will soon come to a head and that it's a great time to move house. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is the time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. It may be best to move towards what you want in a sideways manner. Meditate to soothe heightened emotions. Don't be clingy, stop sulking, and have you had enough family time lately? So it basically is saying firstly that there are some insecurities that you might need to deal with, but also that, this is going to be an emotional time. So you could be feeling very emotional. They could be in a very sensitive situation or feeling very sensitive. So anything you say to them right now might be, heightened in some way, but that there will be a resolution between the two of you if there are any issues. And then we do have the cat spirit and it says claim your independence. And it's funny that we got this card because now that I think of it, this card also said don't be clingy. And not saying that you're being clingy, Pisces, at all, but maybe it's saying that you need to focus more on like your relationship with higher power and like know that this person is meant to change you in some way, like they're here for you instead of, you're there for them type of thing. Then we have, like I said, cat spirit, claim your independence. So when cat spirit meows, she's calling you to claim your independence and allow for some space between you and others in your life. The only way you can grow in all of your relationships now is to have a healthy sense of self-respect and self-worth. When you walk with dignity, knowing who you are, self-aware and willing to grow, trusting the value you bring to the world and mirror this back to you, this will mirror back to you in kind. When you say no to codependency and enmeshment, live and let live, and practice taking risks as you wander into new territory for you, cat spirit rejoices. She's here to urge you to let your independent spirit roam free. So maybe it might be time to kind of focus on yourself a bit, but also I do see that maybe there is some sort of self-confidence issues here on your side, Pisces. Like maybe you either don't feel like you're good enough, or like it's not even the thought of that you're not good enough. It's more just like, oh, like this person is, maybe you even think that they're out of your league, or that I'm not even feeling that. I'm trying to get the words to say what it is that I feel, but you could just be feeling like you don't feel like you are let's just say you don't feel like you're being yourself right now, like you're more focused on this person and what they think of you instead of what you think of yourself. Okay, so let's see for Pisces, what does the tarot have to say? So I want to see what is Pisces' feelings for their person, as well as Pisces' person's feelings towards them, and then the situation, the obstacles and blockages, their next actions towards Pisces, as well as the outcome over the next 2 weeks, and then the overall energy. So we have your feelings as the Eight of Swords, we have their feelings as the Fool, we have the King of Pentacles as the situation, the Empress as the obstacles and blockages, the Tower as their next actions towards you, and the Queen of Swords as the outcome over the next 2 weeks. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. So with astrology, we have Aries over here, we have Taurus and Libra with the Empress, we have Scorpio with the Tower, we have Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo with the King of Pentacles. Queen of Swords, we have Aquarius, Libra and Gemini, and then the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, we have Scorpio, Pisces, and which is yourself, and then Cancer. So with the King of Cups being at the bottom of the deck, I do see that there is a lot of emotions involved in this. Like you could very well be in love with this person, and they have the same amount of feelings for you. Like there's a very deep connection here. But also this person, you could be seeing them as someone who's generally quite a giver, quite in touch with their emotions, someone who is loving and devoted and kind and, generous and all of those things. So we do then also have your feelings as the Eight of Swords. So I do see you maybe feeling stuck in the situation because you're not seeing clearly the path forward. So you could be feeling like you're overthinking the situation, your fears or your insecurities could be getting in the way right now, and your mind is just stressing you out. So you're needing to kind of take off the blindfold and be able to see the truth of what's right in front of you. We do then have the Fool here as their feelings. So they do want some sort of new beginning with you. They are wanting to kind of let go of anything, take the leap of faith towards this connection, but also just trust that the universe is, going to kind of make whatever's meant to be type of thing. But they also are in more of a carefree energy. Like they're not thinking the situation through, they're not overthinking, they're just like, let's just see what happens, what's meant to be will be. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is, as the situation is, that you could currently be committed to this person, or that's on the table in some way, or has been. But there is a lot of, you guys are both kind of being able to rely on each other. This person could be providing for you in some way. Maybe that's why it's saying you need to claim your independence. And providing for you doesn't only mean financially. It could even be like, that they're your rock. Like whenever there's an issue, you go to them and they help you resolve it. Or whenever there's something going on in your life, you talk to them and you appreciate their advice and their guidance and that type of thing. I just see this person being a pillar for you in some way. And then we do have the Empress. So this is the obstacles and blockages. So there could be at the moment a big focus on materialism at the moment between the two of you guys, or one of you separately. But I also do see that there is a lack of you being able to kind of let go a bit and be receptive to whatever is meant to be between the two of you. Like I feel like maybe there's a bit of control in this situation that you're feeling like you kind of can't let your grip go in some way, because you're worried that they say if you love something, let it go, and if it comes back to you, it's yours, and if it doesn't, it never was. I feel like that could be an energy that you're struggling with, of just allowing things to be, instead of being like, oh no, but they should be like this, or they should be like that, and if it's not like that, then this means that, because you are very much in your head here. So that could be something that you might need to kind of work on. And then we do also have the Tower here. So the Tower is their next actions towards you. So they are going to surprise you in some way. Something completely unexpected. It could be a good unexpected situation, or it could be a bad one. We'll see what the clarifiers have to say. But with the Tower being there, you just expect the unexpected when it comes to this person, of what they're going to do next. And then we do have the Queen of Swords. So as the outcome, I do see you seeing the situation a lot more clearer than what you have been in the past. So over the next 2 weeks, you'll start to maybe get some clarity on it. And you'll also be communicating with this person, but you'll be in a place where you're like, okay, I'm not having any drama in the situation. We can communicate clearly with each other, but there's not going to be any, like, I'm not taking any BS, basically. You could also be, you know, by the end of the 2 weeks, getting into a place where you're open to situations, but you're still protecting your heart. So you're more thinking of this in a logical sense than using your heart to make decisions, or using your feelings to make decisions. So let's get some clarifiers to dive a bit deeper. Okay, so for Pisces, let's see, what is the Eight of Swords? We have the Sun. So you're overthinking the situation, but you are going to get clarity towards it. But you do feel like this person brings you a lot of happiness and joy, and you see them as a light in your life, like someone who's very positive, you know, and brings a lot of positivity to your life. You could be communicating with this person at the moment. But I also do just see that that's what you want out of the situation. Like, you might want some sort of clarification from then, so that you can kind of stop overthinking a situation. But we do have Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, so you could be feeling abandoned or rejected by this person as well, and that's what's making you overthink something, and you're like, I just want to come out of the cold with this person, or I want some sort of clarity on the situation because they make me so happy, but I feel so lost without them in some way. So what's the Fool? And that's one thing. This is obviously not what the tarot is saying, but one thing that I personally have learned, Pisces, which I think everyone does learn at some stage, is that, you know, when you put so much focus on this person being your everything, it could be that that's what causes you to maybe manifest the wrong things by accident, because you're so much in a place of like, I need this person and that type of thing, instead of like letting go of control and being like, I'm actually fine by myself. I came into this world by myself. I can leave this world by myself. And although it would be amazing to have this person or a partner in my life, I don't actually need anyone. And maybe that's why the advice is like, you need to claim your own independence. So with their feelings, we have the Knight of Cups. So they definitely do want a new beginning with you, and they want to offer you some sort of proposal. So whether that is going on a date, or whether that is reconnecting, or whether that's taking this relationship to the next level or something like that, they are wanting to see where things go with you. But there is some sort of regret involved here with the Five of Cups in the shadows. So they could be kind of focusing on some sort of loss from the past. Maybe, you know, if you guys have been in a connection before, it's like all the stuff that's gone wrong in this connection, and that they can't see you know, the good stuff that you guys still have together, but also having a lot of regrets about how they've handled the situation in some way. If this is your current person, there is some sort of issues that they do need to let go of from the past, and they really need to change their view or their perspective on, you know, love in general, but also on how, you know, not everything is going to turn out bad, and they might be in that mindset. So what is the King of Pentacles? We have the Seven of Cups. So there could be some sort of confusion surrounding a commitment in the relationship. Someone could have a lot of options available to them, and they're not sure which is the right one for them. And then we do have the High Priestess in the shadows here. So I do think that, Pisces, you do need to kind of trust your intuition, and this is your energy as well. So like, trust your intuition and listen to your inner voice of what your gut is telling you to do in this situation. And that's not your fearful thinking of what you have been doing, but that's also not wishful thinking of like the Sun. You know, it's really getting into your feelings and understanding what it is that your gut or the universe is maybe showing you signs for. And maybe that's why it's saying you need to connect to your higher power at this time, because your higher power will guide you. So what is the Empress? We have the Seven of Wands. So someone could be a bit like overly defensive at the moment, and you could be feeling like things are kind of like not fair at the moment between the two of you. Maybe there's not an equal give and take in this relationship, or external factors could also, you know, external people or situations could be getting involved where you guys are having to like constantly having to try and protect the relationship in some way. But I do also just see that like there's a very defensive energy here. So you could be getting your defensive, but I'm more feeling like your person gets a bit defensive sometime with the by the book energy, because they're like, this is how it's supposed to be and I need to stand up for this, you know, and that type of thing. Whereas you're like, I just want to, you know, I just want to love you and I just want to like be in a happy relationship type of thing. The Wheel of Fortune is that there's a need for change in this relationship, but you know that the change hasn't been coming. You guys could be going through a rough cycle at the moment, and needing to bring change into the situation, but also needing to trust the universe to kind of be like, you know what, what's meant to be will be with the Wheel of Fortune. So what is the Tower? We have the Empress. So the Empress is showing up twice in your reading, so there definitely is a lot of love between the two of you. So they could unexpectedly come forward and be like, you know, you're the person for me, you know, but they're also in the energy of being like, let's just see what happens. Let's kind of be open, you know, to whatever happens, and let's take it from a standpoint of, I'm looking at the situation from a place of love and take it from there. We do have the Two of Swords, so they could be wanting to kind of end some sort of stalemate between the two of you, but also stuck in their own mind themselves of needing to see something clearly before making this decision. So they could be feeling indecisive of what the next step is, but they are going to kind of unexpectedly come forward with from a place of love to you. So what is the Queen of Swords is the outcome? We have the Hermit. So that's Virgo energy, and you could be needing to, you know, take some time apart at this time, spend some time alone. Maybe there needs to be some sort of individual healing for each of you, and then it's likely that you will come back together with the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. But the main outcome is that you guys do need some sort of healing, to maybe rebuild the foundations, or to build the foundations in the first place. And you know, to reach the next milestone, there needs to be a bit of a clear thinking mindset, and then like healing your own, doing your own internal work, because when you do your own internal work, you kind of shine the light on others to do their work as well, but you can't ever force someone to do that. But with the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck, this is for your own stability and for connection in general. It could have to do, you know, with, you know, that you guys might be trying to make a decision on moving in together, and is this a good idea, you know, and that type of thing. So that could be the situation, and, you know, trying to kind of take your time on that before you actually just jump into the situation. So let's move on to your oracle cards, Pisces. Okay, so how does Pisces feel about their person within the next 2 weeks? We have thinking, missing you, craving and desiring. Yeah, you definitely are in your thoughts with that Eight of Swords, and you do want this person with the Sun. You know, like I said, they do make you happy, but we have obscurity at the bottom of the deck, secrets, mysteries and concealing. So maybe you're not actually showing this person that you're like running through your mind and thinking about things. You're keeping this to yourself, you know, but you are wanting clarity from them in some way as to how they feel or what they want out of the situation. And you do kind of feel like you miss this person, and you do want them in your life. So what is their feelings for Pisces? We have time, waiting, cycles and moments. So yeah, there could be divine timing at work here at the moment, but they definitely do, you know, want to offer you something here, and they want a new beginning with you, but maybe they feel like it's not the right time yet. We have perspective, better off, happiness and clear headspace. Maybe they need to get clear on this first, or maybe they feel like you both need to look at things differently before you guys can actually reconnect in some way or connect to begin with. So what is the outcome? We have finality, farewells, leave behind and closure. So there will be a final decision made at the end of this, and maybe that decision would be, you know, to leave each other behind or to end this relationship in some way, especially with the Hermit and the Queen of Swords. But I do see you like putting up the boundaries in some way, and finally, like I said, getting clarity on this. But I feel like, you know, if there is time apart, it is for your own healing, and to focus on that and your own independence in some way. And then we do have memories, reminiscing, bittersweet, and dwelling. So you guys could definitely be thinking about this person. Both of you actually are, you know, even if there has been some sort of ending between the two of you, you guys do still think of each other, and really do, like, you know, have that missing feeling of that person in your life. So let's see, what do the romance angels have to say? So I want to see what's coming in for Pisces over the next 2 weeks. We have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Okay, so maybe spend some time alone. We have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So that could definitely be, like I said, maybe on your side, Pisces, because it did say in there, like I said, that said don't be clingy. Sorry, I'm not at all calling you out here. It's just, you know, what the cards are saying. And then it's saying that you, as your advice, that you need to kind of focus on yourself and your own independence, and, you know, everything around you in your world, that involve yourself in the things that you enjoy doing, instead of focusing on what this person is doing or how they feel about you and that type of thing. And we do have forgiving and learning. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So it is about trying to kind of be present in the moment and try to maybe forgive someone from the past, maybe forgiving this person in general. So let's see, what would Pisces person say to Pisces if they weren't holding anything back? This is usually for people in separation, so only take what resonates. So we do have I'm not available, but then in the same breath we also have I love you. So it's like this person's like, I'm not emotionally available, but I still have feelings for you. Okay, what else? We have I left you before you could leave me. So it could be some sort of insecurities, maybe even on their side, you know. And then we do have at the bottom of the deck I want you. So it's like this person's all over the place. Like they want you, they love you, but then they left you maybe because, you know, they were scared that you were going to leave them, and then they're not emotionally available. So it could even be that this person is not available because they're with someone else in some way, with the Tower and the Empress, you know. But I'm more feeling that that's like unexpectedly coming towards you in some way. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope it resonated. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up. I really would appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys again either next week for your general messages or the following week again for your love reading. Take care.